Hi Stitchers! Today is November 20th, 2016, and it's hard to believe that Thanksgiving is just 4 days away. I hope you have plans of getting together with your family. Uh, my daughter always has Thanksgiving, and she lives in Fargo, as most of you know, which is about 140, 150 miles away from me. Um, People that work on overnights tend to get the raw end of the deal, and so I have Wednesday night off, which would be considered the holiday. Um, I have Thanksgiving off, but I'm scheduled to work Christmas. Um, but then they consider Thursday night the next day. So I just said I didn't want to drive 300 miles a round trip just to have a Thanksgiving meal. You know, and it isn't that I don't want to be there, but it's just a lot, especially having to work that night, and I gotta sleep sometime. So my son, who's been on the road, I haven't seen him since July, I think. Some in March, some in July. Anyway, calls me and wanted to know what my plans were. He said he would drive me up to my daughter's. He's going to be home for Thanksgiving. And I said, well, I hadn't heard from you. But so anyway, so I had scheduled to work Wednesday night so other people could be with their families or if they wanted to travel. Um, and he wants to come home for Thanksgiving. Well, the local grocery store is cooking turkeys, but he eats out. He's on the road constantly, so he eats out all the time. So somehow I'm going to have to try to work overnight, sleep, cook a turkey, but at least I get to spend it with my son. So I'm going to have lots of leftovers. It'll be turkey everything, turkey stroganoff, turkey sandwiches, turkey casserole, turkey soup. I don't know what I'm going to do with all this turkey. And so anyway, that's Thanksgiving. So I'm anxious to hear about your plans and um, some of your traditions, um, that how you plan on spending the holiday. Let's see. As most of you know, the Midwest was hit with a terrible snowstorm. When was it? Thursday night it started. And it's really weird working overnights while a snowstorm is going on. I don't know which is worse, trying to leave the building in the morning or trying to get to work. I think trying to leave is worse because nobody wants to be stuck at work. and technically you can only work 18 hours, or 16 hours, and then you have to take a break. I'm not sure if that break is 8 hours or what. So there are people that work double shifts all the time. I will not do it. I'll work a 13-hour or 11-hour, but can't do a 16-hour shift. I just feel that I would just be totally ineffective. But so anyway, Thursday night into Friday morning, they predicted 6 to 10 inches of snow with high gusting winds. And we were under a blizzard warning. We got 7 inches, and we had the highest record in the state for wind, which was 54 miles an hour. So consequently, there was no school on Friday. I thought, geez, I miss those snow days and still getting paid. But so anyway, and it was really a heavy, wet snow. So there's a lot of ice on the roads right now. But at the end of this video, if I can clip it on at the end, I will show you when I came home from work around my house what it looked like on Friday morning. Bear's doing great. He's not really liking the weather. He tends to stick his nose out and wants to come back in. But anyway, some dear friends of mine got a new rescue dog. She's name is Daisy, and she's English pointer. She's black and white. She's got the softest ears ever. So we're scheduling a play date for Bear and Daisy. She's a year old, and so if I can, I'll take some pictures of her or run a video. We're going to take them to the dog park and let them play when it gets nicer. Have them get to know each other. Maybe they can be besties. Let's see what else. I just have a few things on my list here. Hobby Lobby is opening January 2nd here. Excited. I was hoping that would open up before the holiday season, but I'll take what I can get. So January 2nd it is. I'll have to let you know all about it. And then I wanted to address, if any of you have seen Mackenzie's video, to me it was just heart-wrenching. So Mackenzie, I love you, girl. I understand that you're taking a break. Just know that you have a community of Stitchers who love and care about you deeply. And do whatever you can to just get better and feel better. You know, I've just been feeling so overwhelmed lately too, as most of you have seen me talk about taking a hiatus as well. But for now I'm doing okay, so we'll see how it goes. I just see everybody just cranking out these cross-stitch completed projects, and I'm just like poking along and poking along, and I just get so frustrated, and it's not even enjoyable sometimes. It just feels like I'm harder on myself than I am on anyone else. So I'm gonna leave it at that. So as for now, but anyway, thank you for all your kind words and your support. God bless all of you. Love you all dearly, and I would miss you terribly too. Just seeing the reflection of outside in my glasses. Weird. Okay, so enough of this. And then I had that round robin coming up too. I can't even find anything that I want to stitch or that I can pass around. You know, I've had so much bad luck with round robins, and every time I do one, I'm so optimistic about you know, how it's going to turn out. I've had one good experience, the rest have been horrible. Like I said, people have run their threads way across the back, people have stitched in the wrong direction some ways, and some have stitched the other ways. I've had people keep pieces, you know, so I hate to send anything really too expensive, like with hand-dyed fabric or threads, or, you know, because it can be very expensive. Okay, so I went back to the dollar bin at the local store that, excuse me, that had purchased some, and I thought maybe about one of these. But I love the Cricut collection, you know, of course I love the Amish. And so I have found this one. This is really cute. But I don't know if it's enough for 6 or 8 people to stitch. And then I just saw, and I have that pattern, and I just saw Nell do the country store, Told in a Garden. So I'm thinking I should get mine out. There's this one too here. Yeah, it was cute, little angels. These are, what's the printing copyright date? There's got to be one on here. Oh, 1986. And I have this pattern. It's a Pat Rogers, but I can't find it at the moment. So I figure for $1 I'll just rebuy it. But this one, and if I buy my other one, I just may give it away. And then there's this little Lizzie Kate. I thought that was so cute. Another one, Christmas one from the Cricket collection. I like this one here. It says, "Joy to the world, the Lord has come." I like the little angel with a heart and Santa and the Christmas tree. Those are all cute. Here's another Amish Cricket collection book called Just Plain Friends. Cute. This one, I don't know if they all have the same copyright date. Here's somebody did a fabric or a thread conversion. Let's see, like it really matters here. But no, 84. Here's another Amish one. I think this one is so cute. I just love those Amish patterns. And I love that, how do you pronounce her name? Diane Gravener. Love hers too. I have a couple of those. You can even add names on this one too for, this is 85. Like this one here, somebody put, I can't read it. It's like Amos, Jonas, and Noah. It's just cute. And this one is Country Sampler. But I love these, and so these country silhouette ones. Those are really cute. Remember these rugs that they used to make from like plastic bags? Did your parents ever have any of those? And this one is a Pegasus collection. It seems like I've heard of them. Let's see what the copyright date is on this. 91. It is called A Holiday Village. I think it's really cute. But there's a whole lot of back stitching. You know, that's how I decide whether or not I'm gonna buy. So here's a little patriotic one. I thought was kind of cute. This copyright date. Let's see. 87. Just cute. You know, I love, and I don't, well, other than needlework, but like little pin cushions like that. I know people put them around or in baskets and stuff, but I really never saw a purpose for them. I wonder how many people that have pin cushions still use them, or if that's really a thing of the past. And this last one that I found I really like, it's a Leisure Arts. It's called A Sampling of Tradition. I like this one right here. Sorry about the glare. It's a really cute one. This one here almost looks like Little House of Needlework. Almost. This is Give Thanks with a Grateful Heart. Let's see what's the year on this. The only thing I don't like, oh, I guess they're not too bad, but the colored patterns, not a big fan. Like the Paula Vaughn ones, love the patterns, but hate the color, probably because it's just so hard on my eyes. Really got some cute ones. There's got to be a copyright date. Let's see. Oh, 2004. But anyway, they had 2 of them, so I'm giving one away. So if you'd be interested in this cross stitch, book, just enter me or whatever you want to put. A lot of these, like I said, are the old samplers. Some of them have religious tones to them, which I like, but... And then on this one too, this is just when this you see, remember me. This one here, give thanks with a grateful heart. I like it. As you can see, colored patterns, but they're not too bad. So, like I said, but I have one for me too. So. Okay, so that's part of my haul. I was going to stitch, I'm still going to stitch it, I'm just going to do it on raw linen. Angel of Grace, Lavender and Lace. But I was using the fabric viewer, sorry, a big head in the way. And I was looking at picture this Plus Huntress, because there's a lot of pinks and it really looked pretty on there. So I ordered some. This is the fabric that came in a week. Yay, picture this Plus. And this is Cashel. It is just beautiful. Oh my gosh. It is so pretty. And I started looking. Oh. Here are some of the colors, but they clash, I think. Especially like these coral rusty colors on this deep burgundy. And I've only seen one other Mirabilia one. I think it's Persephone. But this is gorgeous. I don't even know if, and it's like a shell. You can't even see the holes. God. This is 28 count. Holy buckets. I'd probably have to stitch this outside. And I wanted it this dark, and I was too scared to order Lugana, afraid it would be too light or a pinky color, and I wanted the deep colors. So hey, if you know anything I can stitch on this, or if you've seen something, let me know. Okay, and then, oh my gosh, I ordered a pattern from eBay, and I can't pronounce his last name, but he does the silver lining, and I have a pattern somewhere in the basement on one of them. Well, I've always had great luck with eBay. I've never had any problems at all. Ordered years. Always got everything, you know, I mean, it was all intact and good patterns. So I ordered this one from this, it was a silver lining pattern. Okay, this is what it came in. Now we know the pattern is not this big right now. What is it? Oh, it's Purple Perfection. I wrote it on the back so you know. So we get it. This is the first 2 pages of it. Okay, yeah, this looks like a pattern, doesn't it? I assume that they took the cover and blew it up at Kinko's and made this. I don't know what even size sheet this is. 11 by 18 maybe? I don't know. And then she gave me not one but 2 of them. I need 2 pictures of it. Okay. And here is the pattern. Now I don't know if she lost the cover or the paper's a little thicker, but I'm thinking that she kept a copy or made me a copy. And I don't know if this is part of the pattern or not. These are copyright date 2000. I didn't realize that some of these patterns were that old. This is like, I don't know if you can see it, this is like for the back stitching on it. It looks like world maps. I don't know. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. I can't follow that dumb stuff. So I don't even know what I'm going to do with it. I do not. I'm so disappointed. What would you do? But yeah. Okay. So here's the picture of it. Here's the pattern. No more to be said. Okay, now to show you what I've stitched, and it really isn't much. Okay. Sorry if I'm going off camera. I took my French alphabet sampler to work this week, or this past week. This is the, because it's personalized thing, and there's names throughout it. I just haven't stitched any. This is a D. This is what I have stitched in a week. Is that depressing? And I have some patterns that have lighter material, and I just don't want to take them to work because I don't want them to get dirty. Not that I want silk and this fabric to get dirty, but I think. But anyway, yeah, this is it for a whole week between a half hour and 15-minute breaks. And I've got pages and pages and pages to do. Good thing their anniversary isn't for a couple more years. Which makes me want to look and see what year it is. Sorry. Let's see. I started this in 2014. So for their 20th, they just had their 20th wedding anniversary here. So 19, 2019 is their 25th wedding anniversary, and that's what I'm stitching it for. So, I mean, it's not like I'm in a big hurry or anything, but still, wouldn't it be nice just to have it done, tucked away, and, you know, 6 months before, bring it out and just get it framed, and instead of, excuse me, my nose itches. I've been fighting a little something all week and just spending a lot of time sleeping and trying to get over this crud. And my nose just itches right now. Okay, so that's that. This is Miss Cinderella. And Sherry is going so slow. Oh my gosh. And I need to have this all done and framed by May. This is what I have sketched. I don't even know what I've done. I think I stitched a little bit down there. Sorry. Maybe it. But I love the fabric. Love the fabric. I have 3 little girls in my Sunday school class I would love to give it to, but one I've had for a couple of years, and her parents are pretty special to me too, so. Okay, and this, oh my gosh, bear dog hair, holy frights. This is my Halloween napkin. Sure, you should do it. It's really a lot of fun. I mean, it's like stitching an 11 count Ada because it's 20 count over 2. But this is how far I've gotten, and I did, oh gosh, completed like a bunch of the checkerboard along the edge. I think that's mainly what I've done. I can't remember from time to time. But on the pattern, what's this? Oh, this is the thread for it. I don't even think it tells you. They're stitching it as they go. I don't even think they tell you how many skeins. This is the new Stony Creek book. But yeah, Sherry, you could, if you wanted to, leave the outside border, but then it's got an inside border too, so that probably would look, but I think you should do the afghan. Seriously, I think you'd really love to do it. It's not easy to haul around though. Okay, so you can see up here, oops, sorry, this little swirl thing right here, that's as far as I've got. Look, I mean, seriously, how much? I'm like in the first square. But if somebody'd like to join me, that'd be great. But you know, and there isn't even that much stitching here, and it takes me forever, and it looks like a lot more back stitching when you get to the houses and things like that, but 20 count over 2 shouldn't be that bad. So I did take this to work, and this was pretty easy stitching, and my last piece would be I do different. I want to start Death by Cross Stitch so bad, but talking about overwhelming myself, yeah. Okay, I just threw a box of thread in here and scattered. This morning when I woke up, I looked at the temperature, because that's what old people do. It was 18 degrees above 0. with the wind. Excuse me. My mom always used to say that when your nose itches, that means you're going to kiss a fool. I've kissed plenty in my lifetime. Okay. This is the Wanda. Bear hair. I need to get rid of that stuff. But this is the Do Different. And what I've completed, I think I added a little bit up here, and then I did the side. Oops, I'm so uncoordinated, gosh. Now I can walk and talk at the same time. These two side things right here I stitched. But, yeah, that's all I've got done. Do you ever have this fear that, like, when you're stitching and you look at the fabric and think, what if I stitch this the wrong way? I always have this big fear about that. And this one I don't take to work just because of antique-white fabric. I have namesake here, but I don't think I have stitched anything on it. Oh yeah, and then I started a white afghan too. And I've been taking that to work, so I haven't really even taken any cross stitch. I don't think I have stitched anymore on this. And this is called the namesake. Oh my gosh, like I said, uncoordinated. And this is what I've got done, but I think I had that all done last time I showed it. I feel like I'm forgetting telling you something, but I guess if I did, it'll have to wait till video. Anyway, I'm not going to have you sit and watch me fold everything up here, but have a wonderful holiday with your family and your friends, all the people that love you and you love, and just have a relaxing and restful stitching week, and I'll try to do the same, even despite of but hey, I get holiday pay, so I'll be cheerful going to work. Plus it's a day off, so if you sign up for a day off, you get premium pay, $8 more an hour, and then you get the $8 an hour on top of time and a half. I will just be one little happy camper going to work that day. But it'll be about Christmas time when I get that paycheck, so I'm just about ready to sneeze here. Oh. So anyway, God bless. I love all of you. Stay in touch, leave notes, comments. Enjoy reading all of them. I try to respond to everybody. So God bless. Love you. Talk to you soon.